Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Hey, Macarena.
Nice.
Yeah, you said the fucking Charger. He's a fucking Charger. That's what Brandon Staley be saying. Yo, Troy, you walked off. You said fucking Charger. That's what Brandon Staley be saying.
Not today.
Not today.
Now you said in the bad way. You said fucking Charger.
Are we all drinking coffee? Are we coffee morning?
Mine was like liquor.
Cheers.
I got it in a disposable cup. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
You got coffee in a disposable cup, bro? That's disrespectful.
No, he said liquor.
Yeah, I mean, it's iced coffee though. I have a coffee cup too, but I feel like iced coffee is not the same. I don't need.
Nah, it's not. It's not. You can't put it in the mug. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like iced coffee is like the ice go hit my teeth and shit. It just look fancy. You know
Oh, man. All right, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Three Amibros. If you haven't done already, please go like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you can be tuned in to all new episodes.
All that.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
What it is.
Top of the morning, bros.
Top of the morning. Clap it up. Yo. Oh, man. Y'all just want to jump straight into it?
Let's do it.
Oh.
Get into it.
Let's get the hard part out the way. Let's. Troy, you start.
Oh. That was a master class. I'll say that the boys took the Eagles out to the back of the shed.
Pootie Tang us.
Pootie Tang. Pants to the knees. Not with the belt, but the switch. Smacked your ass. Dallas was by far the more physical team. They was ready to play. And I had a feeling going into that game. I said it, that was going to happen. It's hard to beat a team twice. A good team too. It's hard to beat a very good team in your division.
It's hard to lose two. It's hard to lose 2 games straight too because we never did it.
Yeah, that's just the way the cards laid. This is the toughest part of y'all schedule, so it's just the way the cards landed. You know what I'm saying? So, but Dak, I mean, I said if he went out and played a good game, he should be rightfully so into the MVP conversation, and I think that game proved he should be at the top of the list. That was an ass whooping.
I enjoyed it a little bit. Take us away, Lou.
You enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, man. I didn't. I can't put everything all on the offense, and I can't put everything all on the defense. The defense has played in the historically amount of snaps in these past, I think the past 4 games. If you combine them, this has been a historic amount of snaps that the defense has played. Offense, I felt like we was in positions to make plays and score. Fumbles cost us. I think we fumbled all 3 times in the red zone, or I think the last time was like 30 yards away. There was crucial drop that happened that could have changed the outcome of the game. AJ dropping the ball right on a 2-yard line. Smitty dropping uncharacteristically the ball going right through his hands in the end zone.
Yeah, this game I seen Smitty drop passes like this.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a lot of. I'd say a lot of the stuff that happened was self-inflicted. I'd say that the Cowboys did a good job, but I say we beat ourselves more than the Cowboys beat us. And come on, guys. But no, I mean, I just feel like this game it could have had a different outcome, but it didn't, unfortunately. And once we went into the half trailing, this was just like last week. I felt like we can't go into the half trailing against good teams, but or trailing that much against good teams because it's harder to come back from.
Well, but we was winning
like that.
We was winning like that.
We was winning like that with rest. There was a lot of different factors how we won those different games. But these are when you're talking about the top teams in the league, you can't go into the locker room trailing 2 scores. You know, like it's just a lot to overcome week after week after week. I say like the first couple of weeks you could do that. You can't. It's not sustainable. It's not something that you could hang your hat on. Oh, we're gonna make the adjustments. We're gonna go into halftime. We're gonna shut them down. Yeah, we did a good job in the second half of the Cowboys game, only limited them to 1 score after the half. But it's too late. It's too late after that. So I don't know. I don't know where you could go from here. You have first time play callers. It's tough, man. It's tough. I didn't think that JG did a good job last year, but I don't think that he would have done this much worse than Sean Desai has. Sean Desai has been horrible, but a lot of his schemes have been horrible.
Let me jump in right there. Because that's what I've been hearing all week. The Sean Desai.
Well, I'm saying the scheme because there's just one play in particular where they had Nolan Smith drop into coverage, and they had Shaq Leonard blitz on the opposite side, and it forced a double team onto Jalen Carter. So it's like when you scheme stuff up like that, first of all, you should be scheming one-on-ones for Jalen Carter, not
that's one play. That's
that's multiple plays. I'm just giving one example because I went through the all 22 on defense.
That type of play is a zone blitz. That's very common for a lot of different people. Jalen Carter is gonna have to eat up some of them double teams. Pause. And I'm glad he's dropping Nolan Smith outside of like Josh Sweat. Nolan Smith is like a tweener. He can pass rush, but he's athletic enough to drop back. But I've seen so much flack on Sean Desai and all that. Let me keep breaking this down to Eagles fans. I've been arguing people all week. The only difference between Gannon and Sean Desai is roster-wise. Gannon had a way better roster on defense than we do right now. The defense don't even bother me. We're not stopping nobody and all that, blah, 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 cool. But people don't understand because people look at the numbers. That's why I don't care about stats. Stats just back up what you see. The numbers, first of all, the numbers are so bad because offensively, we're not doing shit. So when we don't do shit, and then we punt the field down, give them a shorter field, of course the defense is going to give up another touchdown because now they're shorter. Second of all, the defense is on the field because A, we don't do shit, and then B, we keep turning the ball over. Dak and them got 33 points because we fumbled the ball 3 times. They gave them 3 more possessions to go score. And on top of the fact, the defense is always on the field and tired. Now, on top of that too, the only part of the defense I really care about is the D-line, which is gassed right now. It's obviously they gassed. We was on fire in the beginning of the season. We gassed right now at the D-line. Outside of the D-line, the back 7 is just parts put together. How we just took parts. Oh, Kevin Byers, spin the block. Come over here, bro. Oh, yeah, Morrow, come on. Oh, Shaq Leonard, they don't want you? Oh, come over here. Roby, they don't want you? The back of the defense is parts, bro. It's just part. We are an offensive team. All our money, all our resources in Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Smitty, Goddard, Sirianni, Brian Johnson. Swift. I forgot about him. Shit. He's on the team? Damn. That Swift was even there.
No, let me ask you a quick question before you continue your rant. What was the point of signing Penny? And he's been inactive for 13 weeks.
Let me ask you a question. What was the point of signing Penny? 13 weeks, because I fucking don't know.
They had it's clear what they signed him for, like what they intended to sign him for. Create like a little thunder lightning with him and DeAndre.
Nah, I just think they signed him because they didn't think that they was gonna get Swift.
Yeah, we signed Penny first, and then
we signed him first. And then we ended up getting Swift on draft
night. But they're still 2 different type of backs. So that's like I said, you can still create a thunder lightning type of, like Derrick Henry and Dion Lewis.
We're not even activating him. He's been inactive. We need to sit.
He's only been active for 1 week.
I love Boston Scott. He needs to sit his ass down. And we're gonna act. Not even that, because we have a roster spot open right now. Boston Scott can play on.
Well, I think they opened up the roster spot because they're expecting Avante back, Maddox.
Oh, you coming back? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I've been tuned out for the last couple of days.
Yeah, CJ just got cleared, and CJ and his injury was the same, and they've already been talking about Maddox coming back. He's been like working out and stuff like that. He just hasn't been practicing.
CJ who?
Gardner.
Oh, you talking about?
They had
for the Lions,
similar injuries.
Yeah, well, that's different though. The bodies be different. But
Okay, all right, I'm on a call. Okay,
what you call it though? Yeah. Well, when Ellis left, we had a rush spot open that whole time, so Penny could have played in this game that
Okay,
just passed.
No, I agree.
I
Penny
don't
should have been
understand.
activated.
I don't understand what we doing in it, but I don't. And then on top of that too, it's like it's hard because I don't blame Brian Johnson as much as everybody else do. He's like offensively, he's the last one. I blame Sirianni because this is clearly. I said this from week one. This looked like Sirianni's offense from 2021.
From
And that's what they
2021,
said.
yeah.
That's what they said. They said Sirianni, this is his offense. Brian Johnson just play calls. It looks exactly the same. The same exact thing. These long ass.
Just doesn't understand. Yeah, long development plays, no running. Like we immediately get away from the run game before the running backs can even get into a rhythm.
And on top of the fact it's Swift, like they think people just get the ball and zoom, go 70 yards a carry. Like, nah, let them get into rhythm. Run the ball a little bit. We have no identity. Offensive line, I'm on your ass too, because y'all not playing that good. Yeah, I don't know what it is, especially passing wise. Y'all not playing that good. Running, y'all not playing that good. Y'all playing a little better than the average. And then boom, let's go to Jalen, who I don't see nobody. That was crazy. That kicked me backstage. That was crazy. As soon as I criticized Jalen, I get kicked back.
Get him out of here.
Luke couldn't take it. That was crazy.
It wasn't me. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. You just disappeared.
Yeah, that was crazy. But Jalen has not been playing good all year, and I've been saying this. He had probably like 3 good games. And it's hard because when I'm sitting there watching the games and I watch him just sit there and pat the ball, I'm like, yo, is everybody locked up? But when you watch the film, people are wide open, and he just looking at his favorite. He reminds me of Carson, bro. He's starting to do a lot of things that Carson's doing. Holding the ball too long, trying to play hero ball, trying to throw the ball deep down the field all the time, throwing the ball into double coverage when you have an underneath route open. He looks like Carson Wentz. And I've always said, like, Jalen, last year he had a phenomenal year. But I've said, what I've seen so far, Carson Wentz ceiling was higher than Jalen Hurts. Carson Wentz at his highest was a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts as of right now. Jalen Hurts still got mad time to do his own thing, but we just love Jalen more. Maybe because he's black. Yeah, I'm a little guilty, but Jalen Hurts not playing that good.
So as a quarterback, Carson at his height, prime Carson was better than Jalen.
I mean, at Wentz's height, Wentz is probably
even though they both MVP caliber QBs at their
height. I think Wentz was a better quarterback.
But I mean, but I do want to say like Jalen is a different type of quarterback. He's like a Cam Newton because he's gonna have 10 rushing touchdowns and 30 passing yards. You know what I'm saying? Carson is more so like 40 passing yards and like that. So
40 passing touchdowns.
40 passing touchdowns, yeah. So they're 2 different types. Like Jalen
gets 20 passing touchdowns, 20 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, like 25 to 30, like his best. But that's the type of quarterback he is. He's both. But I don't even know if he's gonna give me 25 passing touchdowns anymore. I think he's probably around there now.
He's around. I think he's at 20 right now.
21 or something. Yeah. But Jalen is not playing good. And Carson made it look more like easier. Yeah. With less. 2019 when Carson came back.
Honestly, I just really think it's the play calling for Sirianni. It's the scheme.
No, that's
like there's no. I feel like I was watching the what was the breakdown with Shannon Sharp and Ocho their after cap. So I was watching the after cap and Ocho was like
nightcap.
Yeah, nightcap. Yeah, and Ocho was like, they're not even doing anything to get Smitty into spots where Smitty can actually operate the way that he should be. Like he should be motioning into bunches. He should be motioning into open space. And it's like when you look at the passes and you look at everything that happened in the past 2 games, there's no open space where you're getting guys into the open space to create. It's like as soon as the ball is passed, they catch it, they immediately tackled instead of getting them into
rub routes and rub routes and drags.
Right.
And,
right.
We literally been winning by talent, bro. We have no team.
So I feel like if this is a Sirianni thing, then Sirianni should just give full control. I mean, you have 4 games to see if it works or not. Give full control over to Brian Johnson. Let's see what Brian Johnson can do as a play caller. The same thing we did with Shane Steichen. When Sirianni ultimately ended up giving it over to Shane Steichen and the
Shane is one of
offense
them ones,
started to
bro. I'm
pop.
telling you, Shane is one of them ones. Shane Steichen is one of them ones.
There's a stat that's out there that when we rush collectively, not just the running back, but when we rush at least 30 times, I think it was 25 to 30 times a game, we're like 30-3 or something like that. When we rush anywhere under 20 carries, we're like 3-10 or something like that. So you take that stat into consideration. It's obvious that we need to run the ball more. I feel like our line, the way we're built, our protections are set for the run, and then the pass feeds off of that protection. So you have to start running the ball and getting these running backs into a rhythm in order to get your offense flowing. Because what are you doing? What's the point of having Swift, who, in my opinion, is an upgrade over Miles Sanders, and you're not utilizing him as the upgrade over Miles Sanders?
I'm not sure, bro.
Nah, he's better than Booby, bro. His vision is way better than Booby.
Booby vision, that's funny because that's the knock on both of them. But Booby vision improved. If you watch how he ran, last year when he had that 1,100 yards, he was a different type of patient. His vision was fire last year.
He was running behind an elite O line.
Bro. There were certain times when he should have cut upfield and got north and south, and he took it outside.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that was the knock on DeAndre too.
That's what I'm saying. That's both of them.
But look at what DeAndre has done this year. He's got north and south. He's found the holes. He's been patient with the blocking, and that's how we get the explosion plays.
But Booby also had like 1,200 yards last year. You can't. I mean,
Booby also benefited from the RPO, which we've gotten away from this year as well.
You can't see that's like saying Jalen Hurts has benefited from the RPO last year.
I mean, he has too. I can't take away from Booby and not take away from Jalen. I get that. But what I'm saying is we've gotten away from the RPO as well, and the RPO has worked because Hurts has been able. He has a propensity of looking at it from looking at it from that angle. And I think that if you go back to the RPOs and you go, and there doesn't even have to be a full RPO. It could be just like what's that? The screen. I don't know how Orlowski had said it. The screen. I would do more screen pass reads, because that worked too. We killed Buffalo, and we killed the Chiefs with the screen pass reads.
That was one of the most creative things I've seen, because that screen was hard. Swift ran out like a Texas route. Like he ran out, and like when he ran out, the lineman pulled straight, so he came back in behind. It was hard, but that's it. Brian Johnson, he had flexed some plays, and a lot of early, like the script plays, he flexed a lot of, like he had Boston Scott and Kenny G. One time they motioned and did some wheel routes. He be in his bag sometimes, but then that's it. His bag run out.
I honestly think it's because he has set plays that he wants to run, and Sirianni gives him those set plays. But other than that, it's all Sirianni.
Do you think they probably packed it in now? Like he's saving some of the bag for the playoffs now?
No, because what's the point? What's the point
after,
right now?
After them ass whoopings, hopefully.
What's the point? What's the point? We have to win out. We have to win out. So it's like it's all or nothing.
Yeah, because you're on the wild card now. That loss to the Cowboys dropped y'all from a first round bye.
I mean, we went out regardless. If we end up with the same record, we'll still end up winning the division because of
NFC wins and we split the Cowboys and all that.
But yeah, we're at this point where we need to win out, and we need to do it in a fashion because right now we're banking on San Francisco losing at least one.
Yeah, but at
this point.
I'm not panicking as much as everybody else because
I'm not panicking either.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
it just
got our ass whipped as I knew we would eventually, and that's why I said I'm glad we got our ass whipped back to back, because they started to get a little arrogant. AJ Brown, like I said, the only difference between me liking him and me not liking him is us winning, because he's annoying and he's mad immature as a player, bro. AJ Brown is mad and immature. Like I think our fumbling the ball is the least a bit of our worries. Like nigga, no, it's not. First of all, protect the ball because you give another team the ball. Second of all, say it with your chest. Whatever you gotta say. Stop sneak dissing whoever you sneak dissing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I need to be better. Or don't say nothing at all. Just shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
never
And
been that type of
we've
player.
been like this
Oh,
for the last
AJ?
few years. We've cracked many times. We lost to the Cowboys last year and Slavey blaming people. We do that a lot publicly. Our team is full of we look soft. We look like a whole bunch of bitches. The Cowboys is bullying us. Bitches. Debo bullying us. Bitches. We looking like bitches on offense. And Jalen needs to stop playing hero ball because I be watching the film and there be people like open underneath. And yes, they make it more difficult for him because they need to scheme up a little bit more. But there's still open throws that he's not seeing. He's running around. He's running the pocket too early. He's still Jalen. These little problems Jalen needs to improve on.
He's been doing that since week 1 because they highlighted that when y'all played us.
Bro,
like
we've been doing that.
There
was
so many times where he had Gainwell underneath, or he had Goddard underneath, and he was looking to the next level.
Yeah, he's looking for the big
so
play.
many throws that game,
and it's like you could still get the big play, but take the smaller plays now. That way it sets up for the bigger play later.
There you go. Just take what the defense gives you.
And you know what it is? It's because he makes a lot of big plays like that. Like instead of throwing a check down, he think he can run around, extend the, which he could because he's done many times. Yeah. Run around, extend the play, scramble drill. But just boom, bro. Just boom. You'll save more energy than running around and all that. Just give it the game well. Trust your running back to make somebody miss. Next play, boom. All right, 3rd and 1 or whatever, tush push. You got a whole new set of downs. But no, you want to run around, do some dumb shit, slip, fall, get a sack. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, come on. And Carson did the same thing. But we just not killing Jalen because we like Jalen more. Nah, not me. I like Jalen. I don't even know who I like more. I don't care about either of them personally. I like the Eagles. I'm loyal to the Eagles. And he need to play better too. And we need to scheme up something because Smitty, on any other team, Smitty is going crazy. Smitty is an elite route runner. We barely have him running routes. He's running like ABC high school routes.
They were saying that they should be scheming him open the way that they do Cooper Kupp in Los Angeles.
Exactly, because he's way more talented than all of them. And I'm glad you said Ocho was saying that because that's what he reminds me of. Ocho Cinco, Marvin Harrison, Smitty is that type of skill set, that type of talent. Ocho Cinco was a super quick. He would like Ocho. I don't even know how fast Smitty is. That's the funny thing. He never ran a 40, but Smitty probably a little faster than Ocho, but quick wise, route running wise, feet wise, you can't touch.
And he's savvy. He knows how to make you bite on a route, and then take off the opposite direction.
That's what I'm saying, and that's Ocho. That can't touch this. They're the same style, and nobody can speak better to it than Ocho. And I mean, this Seahawks game, this shit ain't sweet. We better hope Geno is not that healthy because this game not gonna be sweet. They're gonna light us up. So we better be able to. To me, I don't care about the defense right now. The defense, they get a pass from me. And Sean decided killing him. I've watched this man switch so many different plays. This man do blitz, man, everybody get killed. Zone, they killing us. Zone, the pass rush not getting there, so they gonna just kill a zone up. Man, we get beat so fast, it don't even matter which corner. It can be, you can pick a corner. Bradbury, Slay, Eli Ricks, fucking, I seen Keely Ringo in there. He just started to mix it up now because they trash. It's our defense is personnel. It's more personnel than scheme. I've seen him switch it up 10 times. Nobody can do anything. It's scheme.
We miss Avante really bad right now.
Robley's not even playing that bad. Well,
no, but Avante is way better though.
Avante is the lead. I think he's one of the best nickel corners in the league. But I'm QG. I'm ready to move on from Avante. That's
because of the injuries. Yeah,
every single year, bro. We can never depend on him. I'm gonna holler at you.
I'm gonna holler at you.
So you want to talk about your team?
Hope you get ready for Seattle.
This was a disappointing one. Disappointing. I mean,
because y'all won.
Y'all lit it up.
Because y'all won.
Very, very disappointing, bro. But it's hard to tank when you're playing against Mr. Trubisky. That man is ass, bro. It is.
Bro. I don't even get started. Because they traded for him. Remember, they traded up one spot. They gave up like 2 firsts to go up one spot to get him. And they drafted him over Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. Who else was in that draft, bro?
Never let him down over that.
Shout out to him.
That man is absolute ass. And as a result, we got another one on the year for that. Zappy looked like baby Brady. Lit it up. I mean, we scored 30 points in the second half. We didn't score in the first half.
TikTok boy was going crazy too.
We didn't score in the second half.
Y'all scored in the first half.
We didn't score in the second half.
Y'all didn't score in the
That's
second half.
all we needed. That's how trash Mitch Trubisky is. We didn't score. All our points was in the first half. We didn't need to score in the second half. But Zeke looked like throwback Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke was going crazy. Not say you sound like the Eagles scoring in the second half.
Yeah, y'all scored 21 in the first half.
Yeah, so now
21-18 was the final.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the Steeler fans now are calling for. They starting to question Mike Tomlin. Like, I think that's a little disrespectful.
Nah,
so listen, if y'all thinking about getting rid of him, I'll gladly take him to New England next year. I'll add him to that wish list. If we get rid of Bill.
I'm about to say I got a head coach.
If we get rid of Bill. If it ever gets to that point. There's only two coaches I want right now. That's Tomlin and Vrabel.
Vrabel, yeah. Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel will go there and change everything.
Change everything about it. But
especially y'all defense too. And right now that y'all got
the defense is elite. We lost so many pieces. We lost Judon. We lost Christian. Defense is still top 7 in the league.
Yeah.
So, I mean, defense I'm not worried about. Offense, we need to get better. That's clearly why I want to get a top 2 pick. But
so top 2 pick, you want Marvin Harrison Jr. right then and there?
Right then and there.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
We can find a QB in the second round. I wouldn't be mad with Spencer Rattler. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people don't like him, but I think he got talent. He got a lot of talent. He's raw.
You know why a lot of people don't like him in Oklahoma? When he was in Oklahoma before he went to South Carolina?
He went to South Carolina.
You know who took his job in Oklahoma, which made people
Kleb.
Caleb.
Kleb.
Caleb took his job in Oklahoma.
Overrated.
You got any thoughts on this game?
That's a fact. You surviving?
You got any thoughts on this game?
Shit, Zappy was zapping. Zappy was zapping. That's okay, Zappy. I think that game was probably next game too, but I think that's officially the end of the Mac Jones Patriot era.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
That's what I seen too.
And shout out to Juju.
Yeah, the TikTok boy.
Shout out to Juju. TikTok boy went back to Pittsburgh and rolled out.
That's what I was saying. He went crazy. I think Mac Jones, especially after they won and Zappy, when Bill O'Brien was dapping him, and I was just watching like their body language. It was like, yeah, fuck that other quarterback. Yeah, I think Patsy's done for Mac.
Yeah.
I think Patsy done for Mac.
I mean, but we talked about it early in the season that Mac's confidence is shaky. He needs a new start. He needs I'd argue that he needs more of a fresh start, and he could actually find success elsewhere more than Zach Wilson.
They're two different type of. I agree with you on that. Because they both need a fresh start. They're both ruined quarterbacks, but at the same time, it comes down to mindset. Zach clearly has the way he's handled his situation. He's handled it way better than Mac. Yeah. Mac he's been benched. He's been, dragged through the mud, and he's playing like it. He's playing like he's defeated. He's playing like he sucks. He knows that he sucks. Zach has been dragged through the mud by the New York media. He's been benched for A-Rod. They went out and got A-Rod, benched him again, and he still came in and won last week. You know what I'm saying?
You know why?
It's two different mindsets.
But I think him and Zappy got the same mindset. They playing with free money, no pressure.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson already know. Y'all done jumped me 10 times. Oh, yeah, I'm spinning back. If I get beat up, I get beat up. I don't care. I'm swinging on whoever. That's how Zach was playing last game.
That's how Zappy plays too, yeah.
Zappy like, yo, I already know y'all hate Mac. If I stink it up and going back to the bench anyway where I've been, I'm playing with free money. And that free mindset of like, it is what it is, zero pressure, it just brings you back to like backyard football. You just sling it around, pause, and you just go crazy. And that's what Zach was doing. I hope the Jets is next because it's the perfect, I'm saying. That's how I was trying to hold them thoughts in. But that's what Zach was doing. Zach Wilson was going crazy.
Talking about the Jets.
300 some change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Zach Wilson been beat up, spit on, burnt, shot, and he still he rise. You know what I'm saying? And he came out playing free, playing happy. He already know Patsy done.
And this is crazy because this is after the report that he didn't even want to go on the field.
He didn't want to play,
I didn't blame him because now y'all trying to violate me. Y'all want to start every quarterback in the roster plus the quarterback you like off the practice squad or whatever, and then want to come back to me like, nah, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all love me. Shout out to Zach Wilson. I'm starting to like him more now too. Once he became the villain, I'm starting to like him more.
That's a fact.
Nah, yeah, I think that I mean, when you're playing with house money, anything goes. I mean, you
money.
might as well. You might as well just sling it. Interception, touchdown really don't matter at this point. You might as well just go ahead and go out there and bowl.
But it's two different. It's not really playing with house money because the Jets are still in the playoff hunt. You know what I'm saying? So he's still playing meaningful football.
But he's
as opposed to Zach and Mac, where they're not playing for anything right now. They know that they're going next year.
Yeah.
Zach notice he's going next year too. But
but that's what I'm
this
saying.
year too, if they make the playoffs,
that's why
A-Rod coming back in a few
he's
weeks.
still playing with house money because
Yeah.
regardless if they're in the playoff hunt or not,
he's done.
he's done.
Oh, yeah,
So it's I might as well showcase my talent and show that I'm able to make the throws, to make the reads, to be a quarterback in the NFL.
So a team will come get you next year.
I'm going after this.
Yep.
So
And
I'm basically auditioning for a job for another team at this point.
And he just like he's thinking less. Tyreek didn't. Hayden season is done, and Tyreek didn't practice. But his season, he just been benched and all that. Like before, it was like, I want to show them I'm a good quarterback. Then it was like, damn, I'm trying to show them I'm not bad. I'm not trying to get benched.
Yeah.
Now it's like y'all just benched me 10 times and all that. Like, he feel like 50. He got shot 9 times. He's still up. Oh yeah.
He went back to BYU. He went back to BYU
because he don't have nothing to lose at this point. He's stinking up. He's going right back to the bench where he just came from. Might as well throw it.
And then I think it was also a confidence builder is Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers having his back. No, but think about it though. You have a Hall of Famer having your back. You have a Hall of Famer in your ear. You have a Hall of Famer vouching for you. And then on top of that, you have the Hall of Famer giving you the confidence to go out there and just trust yourself. I don't think that earlier in the season when he first went out there, I don't really think he really truly trusted himself.
Nah,
now,
Aaron
knowing that he's playing, even still, I still don't think that he fully trusted himself. Think about it. You have a Hall of Famer coming in, taking your job. You don't trust it. Your confidence is already shaken.
Yeah.
Now you're coming in and you have to show the organization that they could trust you. And you don't really have all that confidence. It showed that he didn't trust himself throughout the first couple of weeks. Right now, he trusts himself because he's betting on himself right now. I'm betting on myself because at the end of the day, I know that I'm gone and I need to audition to make sure that I can still be a quarterback in this league.
But it's not really. He's not really betting because he has nothing to lose.
But you're still betting on yourself.
How? He has nothing to lose. It's not betting. He's just playing with house money. It's when you bet, it's either risk or reward. He has no risk.
But there is a risk or reward. It is a risk or reward. Think about it. His risk not being able to be picked up by another NFL team.
Bro,
that's the risk.
Matter what, if he's thinking up right now, somebody will pick him up.
Somebody giving him a shot. He's shown enough.
He's
a first round pick.
He's the second overall pick, and he has enough arm. Your draft status changes everything. He's gonna have another chance regardless. Right now, he's just playing with house money. He's just playing free. He's just like, fuck it. We in New York for the next couple of months. I'm turning up.
And worst case, they keep him next year. They keep him to back up A-Rod next year, so he might not even be gone. You feel me?
They need to get rid of him. That's a fact. Because they show they don't have a quarterback after A-Rod that they trust.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's really good for Zach though. Regardless of the situation, hopefully they could build on this and move forward because honestly, the Jets have a fire roster.
Mm-hmm.
They're just missing a quarterback, and Wilson played. If he could play like this for the rest of the year, I think that they have a shot to ultimately make the playoffs. Maybe. AFC is tough right now. It's crazy right now.
On the flip side of that, the Texans lost. It's crazy how the injuries went through them like that. Yeah. CJ got hurt. First, Tank Dell got hurt last week.
Mm-hmm.
And CJ's out with a concussion.
Yeah, then CJ gets hurt. Nico went out like the third play, like first drop of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think that's crazy. So
that Jets defense is that Jets defense is really like that. And Salah, even though he be talking the shit and I don't like it, that defense really like that. He said our defense embarrassed all quarterbacks. So I mean, he got it.
Facts. So about this controversial call to the ending. AG, lead it off, man.
Is it that controversial?
I was gonna say, is it really that controversial?
I mean, there's Stogma is controversial.
At some point, you gotta be.
I don't really think it's controversial. I think that I'm starting to be on.
Did it warrant Pat Mahomes flipping out like that?
No, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm starting to get on EG's bandwagon where Pat is ultimately
Oh shit! Say it.
he's
Say it. Say it.
he's a he's a
Say it.
crybaby. He's a crybaby,
And
and he influences the game more than
Mr.
any
Kermit.
other player in the league.
Mr.
and
Kermit. That call was terrible, man.
And he's a little overrated.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
oh my god!
I'm
Oh
starting.
my
I'm
God.
starting to get
Oh
on the
my God.
bandwagon. I'm starting to be a believer. But you know
There you
what?
go.
You know what made me start to be a believer? I
What
think
made you
it.
start to believe it?
It started. It started around the Super Bowl. It
When
started
When I
around the
saw
Super
her
Bowl because
face.
they
Mhm.
wouldn't have thrown the flag on until Pat started complaining. And then watching it from there, watching from week 1 all the way up until now, week 14, every single game you
Every
watch,
single
he's been complaining about certain plays,
yo.
certain calls that maybe should, like there was a late hit. There was a late hit. Well, I think it was like week 7, week 8. There was a late hit, and he complained to the refs. They ended up throwing the flag.
Oh,
But
he
when
was
you
on the
watch
floor.
the
Yeah.
play,
Yep.
when you watch the play, it wasn't a late hit. Then when you watch the play against Fletch, when Fletch had the late hit, and I think this was like 2 weeks right after the first one. Go back into this one. He complains about, oh, Fletch hit me late, blah blah blah. Then when you watch the replay, even in fast or slow mo, it's not a late hit.
That was a late hit though. That was a
It
late
wasn't.
hit.
It wasn't.
But which one?
It
You
was
talking
because
about the
he
Fletcher hit?
extended his
When
arms.
Fletch.
When Fletch hit him, he
See,
extended his
yeah,
arms, and they're gonna
No,
throw the
it
flag.
was the way that it looked in slow mo that looked like it was an aggressive.
It was a bang bang play, but
When I went,
extended his
when I went
arms,
back
and
and
once you
watched
do
them,
that, that's a
when I went
flag.
back and watched it, I'm not that mad that they called the flag. I was mad at first, but it happened. I don't know. Like I could see it either way, so I wasn't really mad that they called it. It looked like a late hit.
You said, it was a bang bang play. It was a bang bang play.
Like I said, if Fletch didn't extend his arms because he ran into him, it was bang bang. But Fletch kind of threw him to the ground. Like he kind of pushed him down. After you do that, that's
I mean, but it just looked bad because like Pat was in the air when it happened.
Exactly.
And yeah, it just looked bad. And
That's why
I'm not mad at it, but what I'm mad at is going off of Pat. This has been a trend all season long, even last season. Because I like after this, I actually went into last season, watch some clips and everything. They had a whole Twitter thread of Pat, like aggressively changing the outcome of games because of his complaining. And refs are just throwing the flag. It's like if you're the Michael Jordan, the LeBron of football, where everybody wants to classify him, you can't sit here and complain about the calls or lack thereof, but your play shows different. If you're really this elite quarterback, then you shouldn't be worried about not getting the calls. Go out there, play, make the plays because you're capable of doing that. You have the talent to do it. But when something doesn't happen in your favor, now you're complaining about it. I get it. Everybody does it, but it feels like when he does it, he gets the
extra
flag.
level, bro.
He gets the flag every single time, bro.
Especially when you watch mic'd up or like anything close,
yeah,
where you can hear him and see him.
Always in the
ref.
time.
That shit is annoying, bro. It's annoying. And me being like a football player, that shit is like I'll be like, yo, Pat, shut the. Well, I wouldn't because it's Pat Mahomes, he's the leader of the team. But I'll be like, yo, Kelsey, tell him to shut the fuck up. But that shit is
he's always in the refs.
Yeah, exhausting, bro. And it kills me with LeBron. It kills me with LeBron too.
That's a fact.
But I'm on the bandwagon though, bro. I'm on your bandwagon.
I kind of put a little bit.
He's a tad bit overrated.
I don't tell no lies, man. Sometimes it take a little while for people to come around. You don't tell no lies. I'm telling you, I don't tell no lies.
I put a little bit of that on just the talent that he got around him too. Because his receivers can't catch for shit. And I feel like sometimes he gotta plead his case to the refs to get that little bit of advantage. Say, I can't fucking move the ball because they can't catch it. So I need you to throw the flag so we can move the ball down the field.
Do you think his outburst was more frustration than actually trying to get the call?
Yeah, I think it was a lot. Yeah, I think it was a little bit of both. I think it was a little bit of both because there's no way in hell you argue on that call. So I think a lot of it was a frustration part too.
Bro,
when you look at it, they said that he was lined up off sides all game.
He was looking back at the ball. Like there's no he was looking back at the ball.
This is my thing, right? Because if he's offsides all game, I feel like the ref should tell him, like, yo, bro,
But if you don't
next
check,
time.
That's what
It's nothing
Ocho
but
has
sport.
said. Ocho
That's
said
the
that they
only
usually
thing
give
that
you a
I don't
warning.
agree with.
They do give you a
They
warning.
usually give you a warning. So if you've been offsides the entire
All
game and
game,
never had a
either-
warning,
yeah, that's what I'm
when
saying.
you call it right then and there, that's bad.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm
bad
saying. That's
officiating.
where it's weird because that's the inconsistency. Like either like tell him like, yo, bro, get back on side next play. This is your last warning, or leave
Yeah.
it alone. But
maybe they did. Maybe they
could've.
did.
I don't know. Yeah, but the thing
At
is,
some
too,
point
is,
during the
like,
game, they probably
when
did
they
already.
said hike on that play, they threw
You
the
should have
flag.
threw the flag
instantly.
right then and there.
No, they did. The flag popped up before
Okay.
the play even finished. The flag popped. I didn't see him throw the flag, but you know how on TV it shows flags. The flag popped up right before when Kelsey even got the ball
You
started.
crossed through the
running
lateral
on
is what I saw the flag pop up.
That's what I'm saying. The flag. I just seen it.
I saw
think
it late.
last night. I watched it, but I'm saying watching Pat Mahomes like you can't change the outcome of a game like that, and I'm looking at him like, yo, is he dead ass?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sitting there like,
I mean,
yo,
if it wasn't for him, he changed the outcome of the Super Bowl.
the biggest game.
The biggest game of the year.
Is he dead ass? Yo,
He changed the outcome.
yo, I'm looking like, yo, is he dead ass? I'm like, yo, bro, he dead ass? Mind you, I'm in the car by myself. Like, he dead ass? I'm like, yo, he dead ass.
Roll the window down. Yo, he
Wow.
dead ass?
I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I said, yo, this nigga's memory be short. Crybaby ass, bro. Like, Pat Mahomes is elite. Don't get me wrong. Elite. One
Nah,
of
but
one.
he's a tad bit
Success
overrated.
is-
I'm
his-
on a
his
bandwagon.
success is
Second to
almost
none.
never heard of.
Yeah.
It's almost never heard of. But he's like a little spoiled brat. He had too much success too fast, and now he's pouting and shit because he's not always getting his way. And he's a big benefactor of the best offensive coach ever. Then he also had Tyreek Hill, who's one of the best weapons ever, and with the best tight end ever.
One of the best Titans ever, yeah.
And his receivers is ass this year, but it's not really that much different from last year. Juju is the only difference.
Yeah,
Not,
I'm
but,
not
I mean, in my opinion,
Juju is
Rashee Rice is better than Juju.
Not well,
And
Juju,
then I even
yeah,
utilize.
yeah,
They just started utilizing Rashee
exactly,
the way that he
yeah,
needs
exactly.
to.
Juju did ball for them last year, though. He was a good safety blanket, but outside of Juju, he's not that big of a difference for the offense to look this different.
Yeah.
Scott Moore.
No, but that's
all
what
of
I'm saying. They need to put Rashee in the Juju role and let Rashee bowl. Rashee is a way better
he
receiver
started
than
to, and he
Juju.
get more touchdowns. Rashee Wallace, Rashee
Rashee Rice.
Wallace.
Yeah, Rashee is
Rice,
nice, bro.
Anytime touchdown
Troy
is a lot.
Troy put me on a Rashee, bro.
Yeah,
Anytime touchdown is a lot.
Absolutely.
Anytime touchdown is a lot.
Well, let's talk about the flip side though. Is the Bills making the playoffs?
I think so.
Too, honestly.
I think
But-
so.
I think so too. Yeah, because they started to run a little bit more. Joe Brady, whatever. I like how he got them looking offensively. So I think so. They got a lot of injuries on the back end, like on defense. But I think so. I hope so. Honestly, I want them in the playoffs.
I say yeah because of just the way everything's going on. The way everything is shaking up in the AFC now.
Yeah.
All the injuries to the quarterbacks and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything is shaking out now. I think they're getting because of that. And they're starting to, like you said, Joe Brady's calling better game plans for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're starting to figure it out. I don't want to see them in the playoffs, but I think they'll be there.
I want to see them in the playoffs. I ain't gonna call a card like that. They're gonna change the playoffs.
But going back to Pat, my fault. Going back to Pat because I just wanted to ask a question because I was both saying he's overrated, and I've never been. I've always been in between. Like he's a great quarterback, but I've never teetered like he's the greatest quarterback ever. Or he's great. You know what I'm saying? So now that we're seeing the human Pat Mahomes, because everybody, you know, he's so godly and shit. If you was to put him, if the roles was to reverse and we used to put him on a team on the Patriots when Tom Brady was elevating, when Tom Brady didn't have any talent, because you know Pat had Tyreek, Pat had Kelsey. If we flip that, does Pat win Super Bowls in New England?
Bill is his quarterback?
I think so.
I
think so.
I think so too.
I think
if Bill is his quarterback with his talent,
coach.
Coach.
Bill
Yeah,
is
I said
coach.
Bill is his quarterback. Yeah, I can't even imagine Bill being a quarterback. But if Bill was his coach with his talent, I think Bill could still find a way.
You think so?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you put him on that team with Randy Moss, that undefeated team, he like
No, not that. No.
You're talking about right now. I'm talking about right now.
It's
I'm talking about like
we're talking about right
when we
now.
beat the Rams, like when we beat the Rams a few years ago, when we had like just Edelman. We had a hurt Gronk.
without a
When
doubt.
we won the Super Bowl without
Without a-
Gronk.
Pat just needs one sure person that he could go to. The other pieces, as long as they could catch sometimes, like what we seen right now and last year,
I don't
as
know.
long as they could catch sometimes, I think he'll be all right. I think Pat is a really good quarterback. I think he's top 2-3 in the league.
I think
I
his
just
decision making just for his decision making alone, I think he
that's
can.
what I'm saying. I don't.
Tom
Yeah.
Brady just
No,
made the right
I think
decision
that's what I'm
every
saying. And
single
that's what I'm about to
time.
say.
Every single time. It's
But
crazy.
I think that with
he
the
would've won
roster
some.
and with the coaching, you would adapt. I think that if he had Bill as his coach, it wouldn't be as electric as it would be in Kansas City. But I
He
think
got
that
Andy Reid. He got the
that's-
closest thing to Bill.
no,
but
Bill
you talk
Bill's
about
more
two different
defensive
things.
coach, whereas Andy is an offensive coach.
Well, you're not coaching Pat Mahomes to beat Tom Brady, because Tom Brady took what the defense gave him every single time until the defense got frustrated. He was the most patient quarterback ever. He was on time, decisive, and accurate every single time. He'll dink and dunk you to death until you get frustrated and do extraness, and then he'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? And
you don't think that Pat can do that?
No,
Pat
extends
not
the
that
play.
patient.
That's what makes Pat. He extends the play. He runs around his little chunky ass, so he's running somewhere, and then he do some type of fancy throw. But like, I don't see Pat beating the Seahawks in 14 when Tom Brady lit them up.
There you go. Yeah,
I think Pat could win some of them, but I don't see Pat winning a lot of them. Like, I think Pat. I don't know, but I don't think so. And even if I think he'll still probably win one, but I don't think he's winning 6 or whatever Brady got.
7.
Yeah, because some of them was from the defense. So I think Pat would have won them. Like the Rams one was a defensive ass game, stopping up the best offense.
I think you could put Pat arguably on any one of those teams, and I think he'll still win one. At the very least, he'll still win one.
I'll give him one, but I think
he
benefits heavily from Andy Reid. Heavily.
No, but without it, but I mean, you could make that argument for any one of these quarterbacks with offensive-minded coaches. They benefit.
But I'm talking about success-wise. I mean, Pat Mahomes got the talent, but like Pat Mahomes, when he was playing in Texas Tech with the air raid offense, and it was a whole he could have probably went on the Cardinals for Kyler Murray and been successful with that coach. With what's his name that got fired?
Bill Kingsley.
Kingsbury. Kingsbury, yeah. I think that might have been his coach or one of his coaches or something. But it's only certain offenses or certain offensive minds that could really hone Pat Mahomes' skills and force him in a direction. Because he is beyond talented, but he's a little bit of a wild card. So you need someone to guide that talent.
I think that if he would have got drafted to Chicago instead of Trubisky, we'll be having a different conversation right now.
I know we would.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I know we would.
That's a fact.
My hands are cut.
Jags at Browns. Let's talk about Flacco, man. Let's talk about that 40-year-old looking like Vinny Testaverde. It was a good game. I think he came in. I mean, but any quarterback coming into the situation will benefit off that defense. But the defense did give up a lot of points. Jags was playing with CJ Beathard or Beathard, but
Bartholomew.
So I mean, it's tough, but I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the Browns defense. I was going to say on the Jag side, you got to give a lot of credit to what's the God damn it,
coach.
Yeah,
Doug Peterson.
Peterson, you got to give a lot of credit to Dougie because I mean Dougie he had CJ prepared and CJ put up points against that Browns defense, so I give a lot of credit to Dougie.
Don't disrespect my boy. You learn his name. Learn the name of the best Eagles.
I know. I'm sorry, bro.
He won you a Super Bowl, bro. God damn.
I'm sorry.
What's that nickname?
Because you know what? I was
Urban Meyer.
And I'm trying. Yeah, my bad.
And on that same breath, I'm gonna say the Jaguars lost because of Doug Peterson. Because
that's a fact.
This man is so pass happy. Your quarterback is out, bro. Run the ball. Travis Etienne is eating. Run the ball, and this is what he used to get away from too with the Eagles. Run the ball. You got Beathard coming in, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Run the ball, bro. You eating, running the ball, and you still trying to pass the ball with your backup coming in. Run the ball, bro, and they lost because of that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doug Peterson. I love you.
A lot of it got to go deal with the Browns defense. Like you said, that's the fourth different quarterback the Browns won with this year.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth different starting quarterback that they won with. They're 8-5.
Yeah, they got to carry.
But I'd say without Flacco, they lose that game.
Of course, yeah, 1,000%. I think, and like I said, I gave him a lot of flack when they signed him. I said they could have went any other route to get a quarterback to lead them into the playoffs, and he's looking like the best option. So he's making me regret what I said. He's balling out,
and
he's experienced. He's experienced. He won a Super Bowl. I think it's crazy because he's playing for the rival. If you're a Ravens fan, you hate to see him playing for the Browns. It's like if Tom Brady was to come back and play for the Dolphins or the Bills. But
he played for the rival like 6 years later. That rival died.
But
Like
I'm just
glad.
really
They both competitive.
Yeah, I'm saying like he hasn't been on the Ravens in like 6 years. I don't even know if he felt like a Raven anymore.
I'm just glad that they're finally with Flacco, knowing that he needs a security blanket. I'm just finally glad that they're losing Njoku.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like
crazy.
Nice,
my boy
bro.
Has always been
play action with him is unstoppable.
Bro.
Yeah, Njoku's come nice, and they just never used him his abilities with other quarterbacks.
He's a receiver.
He's like Evan Ingram. That's what he remind me of. Like built wise and shit. Evan Ingram
with better hands.
I say he reminds me more of Mark Andrews.
I don't know if he's that big. Evan, I'm talking about like just athleticism.
Oh, athleticism. Okay,
he might be more athletic.
Evan Ingram is like Waller. Like they're like tweeners. Like Waller came in the league as a receiver.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram probably could have. He's probably a little too heavy to be a receiver, but he still ran like a 4.3 or something, 4.4.
He played a little receiver in college.
Yeah, 4.4, whatever the hell he ran was crazy. Tight ends don't run that.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Talk about the Ravens.
The shootout.
This was a game.
This was a game.
This was a game.
I ain't seen a game this good in a while. I ain't gonna lie to you.
As expected.
I mean, I thought the Rams was gonna pull this one out. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought the Rams was really gonna pull this one out.
They made me look at them different. I said, yo, Sean McVay, because I thought Sean McVay offense started to get a little stale and a little old and all that. I see
Sean McVay was scheming. He was scheming.
They went to the Super Bowl for a reason. Yeah, and shout out to Stafford, bro. Stafford took some hits this game. That's an old son of a gun, you know. I tried to decide if I wanted to curse or not.
He stood in that pocket and he was standing on business,
bro. And then Kyron Williams came out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from.
Shout out to my fantasy team. He's
going crazy.
Troy been high on him all year.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched him and all that, but I have no idea who he is and where he came from.
So he came from Notre Dame, but he was never supposed to be this good, though, bro. Like Kyron in the league, he's the definition of a player being okay in college and then coming to the league. And because usually players are, you know what I'm saying, dominant in college, they come to the league and then it carries over. They flame out. He came into the league and I don't know. Maybe it's the system. Maybe it's Sean McVay. Maybe it's the O-line. I don't know.
They were saying that he looked like
not the fastest.
Like in that system.
Yeah, that is.
And I'm looking right now. I'm looking at his combine joint. Yeah, Notre Dame. He's from St. Louis. He's 5'9", 194, which is not big at all. Shit, he said, "What? Hey, yo, damn, this man ran a 4.6 40."
That's what I'm saying. He's not the biggest. He's not the fastest. Pause.
That's what I'm saying. He's kind of small for a running back. Kind of. Yeah. I guess that's decent. That's decent weight. 194. Yeah, I'm wilding. Yeah, 194.
I think he might be a little over 2 now, though. I think they got him listed at like 15 or like 210.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, it says trace to or talent to be above average backup. That was a scouting report. But yeah, shout out to Kyron Williams. He balling in, McVay balling. Cooper Kupp look healthy. Defense, the defense tried, but they tried. Puka Nacua, I think he got hurt too.
I think they upgrade that in the offseason. They might be right back in the picture.
That's what I'm saying. Well, they got to hurry up though, because Stafford.
That window closed.
They got Wentz behind him though, so Carson behind him. You know what I'm saying? Carson I can't say Carson gonna bring him a ring because he in the NFC. So, but Carson gonna bring him far. I hope
Carson with that roster. There's only a certain number of teams that Carson would have been perfect for. The Rams, the Jets. You got a coach like McVay that can use that system.
Yeah, and I think Sean McVay is gonna use because in my opinion, Stafford and Wentz they're a lot alike. Yeah, they're a lot alike. I would say that Wentz obviously Wentz is taller and more athletic, but I mean, this Wentz is like 6'5", 6'6". Stafford is like 6'3", 6'4".
That's just big as hell. regardless.
Yeah, but but they're very, very similar.
Yep.
Very
Same play style.
similar.
They
The
gunslingers,
mechanics,
bro.
the throwing.
Gunslingers.
I would say that
The
I mean
interceptions.
arm strength, yeah,
The
bro.
funny shit
I
is
think
Stafford got
McVay
more
gonna have
picks than
fun
him.
if Wentz ultimately takes over, if Stafford ends up retiring. If Wentz is gonna be fire in that off
Bro,
in
he
that
gonna make
roster.
decisions way easier for him.
Yup,
Physically, they're mad similar. Arm
yup,
strength, all that. Stafford actually throws more picks than Wentz. So it's like,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm happy for my boy. He got like a little juice, little rebirth, and it's ironic how he's come back to L.A. where it all started, where his season,
Yeah,
his
this
career really
ultimately ended. Yeah,
went downhill from there. But
yeah.
shout out to Lamar because we're not talking about him enough. My boy had, let me see, right here it says he went 24 for 43, 316, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and he also ran for 70 yards. Stop playing. Odell went crazy. Isaiah likely went like it was an offensive game.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
a good
fire
game.
shows.
This was a
Pew,
game.
pew, pew, pew.
This was a game. I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk about Emma. Get the meatball.
Hmm.
Get the spaghetti and the lasagna.
My boy, how you say that? How you say his name?
DeVito.
DeVito.
Danny DeVito. I'm sorry, Tommy. Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. Tommy.
So,
But yeah, man. Yeah, man.
said-
Yo,
First
let
of
me
all-
ask y'all a question. Because I see a lot of Giants fans saying, "Oh, get rid of Danny. We
Oh,
got
shit.
Tommy."
I knew that was coming.
Let's can we put this to bed? Can we put this to bed that Daniel Jones is the better quarterback?
see, my thing is, this is my thing, right? See, I hate stuff like that. Like, I hate instantly comparing because I feel like comparison is the thief of joy. I feel like we can't really enjoy. I want Tommy DeVito to enjoy this moment because wherever he came from, yeah, Tommy DeVito, Thomas and DeVito. I want him to enjoy this moment. He's having a Jeremy Lin moment right now in New York or Jersey.
I
You
like
know what I'm saying?
that.
That's
I
what he
like
reminds me of right now.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah.
But he really threw for like 150 yards. He's just a popular game manager. The Giants defense is good enough.
He's running
But I
too.
want
He
him
ran for like 72 though.
That's what I'm saying. But he made good plays in general. But I'm saying like overall, how they talk about getting rid of Danny and all, like, come on, bro.
No, but that's what I'm
Like-
saying. I don't think that they should get rid of. I mean, obviously, I don't think they should get rid of him because they paid him. You're not gonna get rid of a lot of money you invested into him, but
Not
also
for Tommy DeVito.
he's a backup,
Or
bro. I mean,
Tyrod
Exactly.
Taylor.
They found their backup.
bro.
They found their permanent backup. That's
Yeah.
all. He's
from
there.
a
He gotta
defense,
relax.
He found your
you see that
insurance guy.
he could manage the game. If you could play defense and limit points, he could squeak out a couple of wins, and that's why I think that's the way it went.
Because
people don't
you gotta
understand
see.
too. It's like it's called different. When you have a backup in the game is called more of a game managing. We're gonna run. You see Saquon running like 20 times a game.
Yeah.
We're gonna run. We're gonna do dink and dunks. We're gonna give him little quick, easy decisions. We're gonna play defense. You can't do that with Daniel Jones.
'Cause they
haven't-
just paid him.
Arguably, this is on the Packers more than it is a Giants win. The Packers lost this game.
Yeah,
They had this game.
Jordan Love went right back to being the same Jordan Love from a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Indecisive. When he did make decisions, it was bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to the Giants defense too. They've
been balling. They've always been good.
They've been balling. But like I said, going back to DeVito, it's premature to say get rid of Danny because the Giants have not had to come from behind. They never had to ask DeVito to go throw the ball 40, 50 times to come back and win the game. That's when you find out who he really is. The fuck? Yeah. Like you said, he passed the ball 25 times, threw for what? How much?
20, you threw 21 times for 158.
158. That's a
Saquon
game.
ran for 20 times. Saquon had 20 carries.
And 2
Saquon
touchdowns.
almost ran
Saquon
as
was
much
the
as he threw the ball. And that's not even counting his receiving, his catches and all that.
There you go. So I think it's a great story with Tommy DeVito. Like I said, he was ass at Syracuse. I watched a few of his games. He lost me a few bets. So that's why I knew who he was when they put him in the start. I didn't even know he was in the league when they announced him as a starting quarterback. I was like, I did not know he was even on the Giants roster. But he's been competent. He's won them some games.
Yeah, and it's the hype. It's not even really that. It's just good moments. The Giants hasn't had many good moments. He hasn't had many good moments. He's having good moments. I love when they show his pops and
He's
his
from
little
Jersey.
sleep with the fishing agent.
Yeah.
And I love his Italian. Like, you know how I feel about Italians. If I wasn't black, I would want to be Italian because I feel like we just That was crazy. I feel like Italians and black people got the same values, and I just love Italians, but I love, you know what I'm saying, to let my boy have his moment, but y'all gotta relax. If y'all gonna get rid of Daniel Jones and get out of the contract and all that, make it better be for a good quarterback or somebody. You better have a plan with that.
If the Giants get rid of Danny Jones, it's because Tommy DeVito's family got rid of him, bro. Because they know a guy. They know a guy who knows a guy.
The gabagool.
That's because they dared to come there and ask him to get rid of him on his daughter's wedding. That's why. That's why.
All right, can we finally say? Can we say it? Can we put a stamp on it that the Dolphins?
I've been saying it. I've been saying it.
Can we just put a whole red stamp on it?
Let me leave with this one. I've been saying that. And I said that after y'all smacked them. No, I said that after the Bills smacked them. That team is not built to play physical football, bro. They get smacked by every team that plays physical football. They are not built for it. So that's why I didn't have them in the Super Bowl conversation, because they're not going to go on the road. And they're cute in Miami. They play good at home. They're not going to win when it's cold weather and they got to play physical and run the football and actually tackle. They're not. And the Titans proved it. The Eagles proved it. The Bills proved it. Every team that has a competent roster proved it. They beat up on teams under 500. They beat up on bottom-feeding teams. And now they don't got Tyreek. So now Tua looks like the Tua that they were questioning before they got Tyreek. So, you know what I'm saying? The Dolphins are frauds.
And to piggyback off of that, they don't win against physical teams. And you know who was one of those physical people?
Breaking news. Brandon Staley's out.
He
was fired. They fired Brandon Staley and the GM.
I thought he was gonna get fired before we started the pod.
I thought he was gonna get jumped at halftime.
Nah, they just announced it.
I thought he was gonna get jumped by his players. They been gave up on him. They wanted that to happen a while ago.
Yeah.
But
go ahead. Go ahead and continue with the.
One of the more physical players against the Dolphins was Will Levis. Will Levis, bro, I don't even know, because I didn't really like him like that coming out of college and all that. He got that dog in him, and that's one thing I can appreciate. He got that. I love that it factor. I love when the quarterback like, damn, I'm not losing this game. I love that. And Will Levis, I'm a fan. You got me.
Yo, bro, everybody out here in Nashville, everybody out here in Tennessee.
When he was barking on D-Hop. When he was barking on D-Hop, I was like, all right, he different. Because you're a rookie. D-Hop is D-Hop.
I like how D-Hop handled it. He's bad, classy. But this man ran over Jalen Ramsey. He got that. Now, he need to relax, but he need to get a little smarter. He got to understand that he's not big and strong than everybody. But I feel like when it's time, it's time. Turn that on when it's time. And he got that dog in him. And he's going to be in a lot of faces of legends, and he don't care. He don't care about nobody. And that frat boy shit, I love it.
Out here, they're in love with Levis. I got a text from one of my boys who's a Titans fan. He was like, "You see my boy? You see my boy?" And I'm just like, I see him. Like, what do you want me to do with that information?
He got that dog in him, bro.
Like, but they're high on him out here. They want him to. And as the face of the city right now, they're saying that a lot of people out here want to get rid of Derrick Henry.
Lou, hold on, you breaking up, Lou. I thought it was me, but I seen Troy moving too, so we good. It's you.
Yeah, his connection's trash.
All right, go ahead now. I think we can.
I don't know what's going on. Am I good?
You better now.
Yeah, you was blurry.
Okay, Eric.
Nah, you breaking up.
Nah, he was breaking up.
The pixels.
He said I'm good. All right, so no, and froze.
Hey, yo.
Yo, nah, hey, yo. How you come good? Back wiping your mouth?
You good?
Yeah.
You good, bro? What happened?
Froze. As soon as you came back, and said, oh, man. You good, though. You can see you now.
Go ahead. Finish your statement, bro.
I'll just say it, man. Everybody out here, they're high on Will Levis. And, I think along the same lines as EG, he do got that dog in him. you see that the game winning drive. He just absolutely didn't want to quit. He was willing his way down. I mean, it's a testament. It's a testament to Vrabel too, for giving confidence into the rook. So I mean, you gotta. Yeah, so there's props all around that you got to give to the GM because the GM is new GM coming in after firing because of the AJ Brown trade. Drafting Will Levis, even though you drafted a quarterback last year, and Malik Willis. It's just there's testament all around. There's props all around that you got to give. But Will Levis, I think that him going into the second round, I think that he has a chip on his shoulder, rightly so. Right now. You gotta play with that aggression and that chip throughout your entire career, and I think he'll be fun in Tennessee.
Yeah, and I'm officially out of Malik. He's terrible, bro.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate it. I try to hold out for him and all that. He can't even. He makes offense look too difficult. He's scared to even let it loose. He don't trust what he sees. So I'm out on Malik.
Willis.
Yeah,
I mean, but he was a project coming in, and I felt like they threw him in too soon.
Yeah, but
they threw him in because Tannehill got injured, but they threw him in too soon. Throwing in Will Levis just came in. He had a chip on his back. He really had nothing to lose. Hey, look, I could either go back to the bench and sit behind Tannehill, or I could win this starting position. And I think that that's the mindset you have to have. Willis didn't have that mindset at that point in time. I still don't. I think Willis.
I just don't think he sees what he don't trust what he sees. And sometimes when you're athletic, it can mess you up a little bit because you think you can just run out of anything instead of making it work. So it's like Levis. It's been like 3 years now. He shows zero improvement. So
we also can't allow the Dolphins to get we got to address that they collapsed terribly because for all that happened, they still had.
They was winning. They had the game. They had the game.
Yep. Yeah, the Dolphins, they what I thought they was though. They're just like a pretty regular season team. They've shown us over and over and over they either lose or come to close games with anyone even a little physical. And it's cute and all, but Tyreek Hill, I feel like they don't even scheme up enough for Waddle. Like almost anything you could do with Tyreek, you could do with Waddle.
Everything you could do with Tyreek.
I wouldn't say everything because Tyreek is a one-of-one type of player, but it's very similar.
But what I'm saying is almost everything, all the routes and everything to put Tyreek on right now with Tyreek being out, you could do that with Waddle. Scheme Waddle open the same way.
But they're just too reliant on Tyreek. Shout out to Mostert though too. That keeps seeing all these stats.
Mostert's he's 31, having a terrific season.
He barely played his whole career until he went to San Fran.
Yeah,
of course, he has his ties is somewhat fresh. He didn't play. It don't matter what his age is. He barely played. He was in the NFL in the practice squad and all that. Yep. And I think he was undrafted to us.
He was on. We picked him up. We're the one that
went crazy in the preseason. He led the league in rushing yards in the preseason when we had him. But we had Shady and Bryce Brown, so Chip Kelly cut him. Or I think he cut him or traded him. I think he cut him. But
he cut him.
Mostert is nice, bro. He's always been nice, and shout out to Mostert. I'm glad he's having success because I wanted to keep him, but Bryce Brown and Shady, there was no room for him. Shout out to Mostert.
All right, let's get this week 15 out the way. As we already know,
let's
Chargers and Raiders, they already had their game. We'll get into that game next week. They won 63-21. Going down the list, Vikings at Bengals. The Bengals open up -3.5.
Bengals.
Vikings. Josh Dobbs sat down, right? Who's the backup? Well, backup.
Mullins.
Mullins.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take Bengals. I ain't gonna make it too difficult. I feel like the defensive coordinator on the Vikings is gonna make it difficult because I don't know if Jake Brown is playing. Jake Brown playing?
It doesn't say he's playing.
Oh, all right. So I know he got hurt and AJ came in or something. But I got the Bengals. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings win.
I got the Vikings. I got the Vikings if Jeff plays.
He's playing.
He said he's playing.
Oh, he's still questionable.
But I think he said he's playing.
That's his designation.
All right. So if Jeff plays, I got the Vikings. Steelers at Colts. The Colts open up -1.5.
Kenny Pickett not coming back, right?
Kenny Pickett's still out.
Nah, I got Colts. Starting one-on-ones.
I got the Colts.
Facts. I got the Colts, and I think the Steelers are done with Pickett after this year.
As they should. Just as stinky as I thought he would be.
Well, I hope they're done with him and not Tomlin.
Like I
I think
said,
he'll be done with Tomlin.
there's a home in Foxborough for him. That's disrespectful.
Nah, it's very disrespectful. I don't understand why he's been on a hot seat in the first place. Well, and he's not even on a hot seat in the organization. He's in a hot seat in the media, and that's the most disrespectful thing that you. First, he's never had a losing season ever. He's taken his team to the Super Bowl and won, and he's a terrific coach. They found gems in late rounds. I mean, look how they draft wide receivers. I gotta go. Man. I'm just saying it's very disrespectful.
You gotta speed through this.
All right, Broncos at Lions. The Lions open up -4.5.
I love
crazy. I got the Broncos.
I got the Broncos too.
I got the Broncos. I got the Broncos.
All right, consensus. Bears at Browns. The Browns open up -3.
I got the Browns.
I got the Bears.
I got the Bears.
I think that round D line gonna kill the Bears O line.
I take that back. I got the Browns. Yeah, I got the Browns.
I don't know. I'm gonna stick with the Bears. I'm gonna stick with the Bears. Phil's been balling, bro. Phil's been balling.
He has been. Flacco's been balling.
Bucks at Packers. The Packers open up -3.5.
I think the
I don't
Packers
trust the
gonna get punched in their mouth again.
Yeah, I got the Bucks.
Consensus.
Chiefs at Pats. The Chiefs open up -8.
D. They should be -80. I hope they run.
Pat don't play good. Yeah, you said D. That was crazy. But
Pat don't play good in Foxborough.
Play that good in Foxborough.
But I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs, but I might secretly bet on the Pats.
Consensus, Trey?
I don't know. It got all the vibes of a game that we smacked them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a matchup kind of guy.
The run game, Zeke's got the run game rejuvenated. He's a pass catcher. Zappy's the defense.
Talk yourself into it. Say it.
Yeah, I got the Pats. Sadly, I think we might take this one.
Falcons at Panthers. The Falcons open up -3.
Falcons. Division game.
Falcons. They lose to the Panthers. They pack it up. Get off that.
Yeah.
Giants at Saints. Saints open up -5.5.
That's gonna be a little fun game to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
Is Jameis playing?
No, I think Carr playing.
No, I think Carr done. No,
it's done for him.
So.
Posse done.
No, I know he's injured, but he's playing through an injury with the rib injury.
I think he's back this
week.
week.
It doesn't say that he's out, so I think he is starting. But yeah, I got the Saints.
He has projections in fantasy, so I think he's playing.
I have the Saints.
I got the Giants. The Giants, right?
Giants, yeah.
I got the Giants.
EG?
I said Saints.
Okay. Jets at Dolphins. The Dolphins open up -9.5.
Jets.
I got the Dolphins, though.
I got the Dolphins. The Jets don't. I mean, a lot of the teams in the AFC don't really play good in Miami. I think Miami plays better at home.
And the Jets gonna party.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins. Texans at Titans. Texans at Titans. Titans are with a -3.
Battle of the rookies. Listen, I just finished.
Well, is CJ even playing? Was CJ cleared?
He might be out. Nah, he's still in protocol.
That'd have been battle of the rookies, and Will Levis got that dog in him. He's mad. The Texans could have drafted him. And D-Hop playing against his old team? Oh, yeah. I had to tell you.
This one's tough. If CJ plays, I got the Texans.
This is in Houston?
Nah, it's out here. It's in Nashville.
Yeah, I just said a whole narrative. I mean, yeah, let's just stick with that. Stick with the Titans.
I don't know. I think if CJ plays, the Texans win.
If CJ plays, I got the Texans winning.
49ers at Cards. The 49ers open up -12.
It's a division game. I got the bitch ass Niners though.
I got the Niners. Commanders at Rams. The Rams open up -6.5.
I got the Commanders.
Stafford gonna feast on that defense. Commanders defense is trash. Sam
Bradford gonna feast on that defense.
What?
EB gonna fix it. I don't know.
You said Sam Bradford?
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Yeah, I forgot about Sam Bradford.
He forgot about his ACLs.
Nah, I got the Rams. I got the Rams. They're in LA. They're hot right now. I got the Rams.
Yeah.
Cowboys at Bills. The Bills open up -2.
I got the Bills. Please.
I got the Bills.
He said, please. I got the Cowboys. Josh Allen going to turn the ball over at the most critical time.
I think this is when Dak going to cool down a little bit in this game.
Yeah, I think that, especially for the fact that it's cold right now out there.
It's in Buffalo?
Yeah, it's in Buffalo. Cowboys don't play well elsewhere, and they've shown that they can't play in cold weather. So I got the Bills. Ravens at Jags. Ravens open up -3.5.
Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens, but I'm still a little concerned at -3.5.
Will Trevor still out?
Yeah, he's still out. That line should be a little
That's
bit
what
bigger.
I'm saying.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I got the Ravens.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yes, in Jacksonville.
That's why
it's really 6.5. It should be more than that. But I got the Ravens for now. I had the Ravens with a question mark.
Eagles at Seahawks. The Eagles open up -3.
It's not a good matchup for us at all.
It's not. It's really not. And we haven't beaten Seattle in like 15 years.
Yeah.
And y'all at Seattle?
And we're at Seattle.
But all them stats like that, I don't care about because we haven't beat them in the Legion of Boom era, and then before that it was like the Sean Alexander Hasselback era. It's a whole different team. I don't like the fact that they're scoring right now and we're not, and it's gonna have to be a shootout. And
it's the atmosphere. It's never easy to play with the 12th man.
I don't think Gino make that quick of decisions like that. So
Gino's starting.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think he makes quick enough decisions to slice up our zones and matriculate his like himself down the field and scoring.
He did it against Dallas. He did it against Dallas a few weeks ago.
Well, Dallas
easily.
Yeah, but it was really DK. The slant, he took 70 yards. It was stuff like that. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. But I got the Eagles. I think our D-line will get a little bit more juice and get to the quarterback a little bit this game. Hopefully.
I got us. I got the Eagles.
Them linebackers ain't nothing to play with though. Jordan Brooks, Bobby Wagner.
I got the Seahawks.
The defense athletic.
And y'all lose 3 in a row. It's time to hit the panic button.
No, I agree. I've
been big panicking. We just been winning, but I've been big panicking for a month now. So.
Well, that's our show. See you guys next week. Like, share, subscribe, all the above. Hit that notification bell so you can be tuned to new episodes of the Three Amibros. We are signing out. See you guys next week.
Tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo para darle alegría y cosa buena.
I'm like,
Cuerpo alegría Macarena.
ah man,
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, he just